It's Friday night, and you know what that means. Hey.
I thought you
Welcome.
were tired that.
No, it's me, the Scottish Excalibur.
Ah,
No. Okay. I won't need a match to lose this mask. Oh. It is me. It's me. It's the STEWG. Okay. That's all my puns out. Just had to get them out my system. It is me. Stu, and join me for the next wee while to talk wrestling, films and swearing zone, Magic Mike Christie.
yeah.
So, here we are. I plan on talking about. Let's put the little banner at the bottom. We've got Supercard of Honor, which is happening like right now. Like that,
Right.
I believe, started at 7 o'clock our time. So, yeah, some of these predictions will already be defunct. Like the matches will have happened. There will already be winners. So, but yeah, we're here to give our predictions on what is going to be a very action-packed weekend of wrestling. We've got Supercard of Honor happening right now. Then we've got obviously WrestleMania Night 1 on Saturday and Night 2 on Sunday.
I noticed that they've got NXT thing like during the day, like in the afternoon.
Oh, was it Stand and Deliver?
Aye. Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, they used to do that on like a Saturday night, but obviously because they've done the whole 2-night
Saturday
format.
and Sunday. Yeah, so what is this like Saturday afternoon then?
I'm sure it's at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm not too sure what time this is technically in America. For the fact that if we weren't doing this, we could have actually been watching like this Ring of Honor pay-per-view at a really reasonable hour.
Yeah.
So, but as I said, that's happening. So I think we probably should just have a look at the cards, throw out some wild predictions. Let's switch this over to screen share. Sure, let that be the first one. Well, first of all, I'm going to open the beer. I'm going to go for a fierce tropical ale.
I would join you, but I've got Fife's Finest in here. Like,
yes, you got a big old jug. So that's fine. Beer is not mandatory on this stream. All the other ones, yes, but this one is at least if you talk about wrestling. I'm down with that. I don't even need to give you 2 words.
No.
So I've had this before, but I've noticed if you go into Audi's now, they've got a whole.
The one that I got the weekend that was did it Paul's.
Yeah, aye, some of the
The
fierce beers. Aye, our friend Guthrie gave me a few of these. He picked them up in Aberdeen, bought them from a bar, and I was like, I don't want to know how much you paid for those because they're no more than £2 each in Audi.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he paid more than £6 for these. But yep, that was an atrocious pour. I'm gonna have to give it 10 minutes for the head to disappear on that. So let's have a look. Obviously, what's the first one in the folder? Oh, okay. So here's a match that I wasn't even sure would be on there. Let's see. Let's take away that. Blinking. His name that I cannot say. El Hijo del Vikingo versus Commander.
I'm assuming Commander is the boy on the left.
Nope. Viking boys on the left. Commanders on the right. They've both have been on AEW briefly I think that the ladder is it ladder to the revolution match.
All right.
Yeah, like their sort of Money in the Bank, the one that had Powerhouse Hobbs winning. Commander was one of the participants in that match,
Mm.
but Vikingo was obviously on Dynamite last week, fighting against Kenny Omega.
I know like some of the clips that you shared like in the chat the other day about them.
Yeah, like him.
Really
It's
mad.
his lucha libre is phenomenal, but it gives me panic attacks. The guy just runs up the ropes and flips and changes position last second. It's like, oh, I could just see this going wrong, like so many ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he done like that, I don't even know what degree, like 540, 630 degree spin off the ropes. It did look like he clipped his head off the apron. But I feel like these AAA guys just kind of throw caution to the winds, as if no one's watching. But Botchamania watches,
Yeah.
because that's the only time I see AAA
Always
is when it's on
used to
blinking
always watch
Botchamania.
it, and I just kind of stopped watching it in the last year.
Mm.
Used to always watch it on YouTube because it was always a fun like 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, it's close. It's about half an hour now, but I've got to say I'm a big fan of those Northern Boys, like the music videos they do.
Mm.
Like the one they put through the week about the guy's dog, and then just cut to all these clips of Vince McMahon. Definitely was worthy of a chuckle. But do we see the triple A? I'm trying to see. It's a triple A mega championship, which I think is their world title.
Let's say that the top title is it?
I think so. I think that maybe. I'm trying to think if this is one of the belts that Kenny Omega had like 2 years ago
Oh, I
when he
mean,
was like the belt collector.
uh,
Aye. So I think Vikingo's probably going to retain. I feel like if the belt was going to change hands, it'll probably happen at AAA. Even though this is probably maybe getting a wider audience. But
yeah. Thing is, well, because obviously it's happening like this weekend, can like every like even the shittiest wrestling show is going to have folk at it.
yes.
You know.
Aye, because I mean that's I think there's that company that Josh Barnett has, like Bloodsport.
Oh yeah.
The one where they have no ring posts, they have no ropes. It's just the base. That was last night, maybe.
I thought that was like a byproduct of fucking TNA, was it not?
I thought it was a byproduct of Raw Underground.
God, remember that?
Remember when Shane McMahon would show up with the Go-Go Dancing Girls for this
Yeah.
edgier Fight Club style Raw that lasted 2 weeks?
It had like a what's it? It was like a cinematic fucking camera style to it.
Yeah, and it was just like Omos fighting guys from the crowds, but it was just I don't know where they were going with that, but it got kind of quietly put away very quickly. Like that didn't even last 4 weeks, I don't think.
No, I don't think it did. Don't think it did.
So, this was a surprise to see. Obviously, I was about to say Daniel Garcia was a champion, but he isn't. He was the former pure ROH champion. So for him to fight Hiroshi Tanahashi from New Japan, this has just become like a great out of nowhere match. Like Tanahashi's always like this real reliable wrestler, especially like in New Japan. He's like main event level, and Daniel Garcia's clearly like this, the equivalent of like a young Bryan Danielson. Like he's obviously clearly a well-talented technical wrestler. So yeah, I'll happily watch this match.
Yeah.
It's difficult to say who'd win though.
Probably go Tanahashi just because,
Yeah, I feel he could have it for like experience.
the only guy that I'm clued up on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless because it depends what sort of gimmick comes out of this. Like, will Daniel Garcia come out with like the Jericho Appreciation Society? So you'll have 4 or 5 henchmen at ringside that will most likely try and bend the rules and help him win, or will it just be a straightforward singles contest? So, like, is Tanahashi get introduced to Floyd this evening?
So,
I think that's what Jericho calls his bat, isn't it?
I've not watched AEW in a long time. Like I watched I didn't even watch the last pay per view.
Mm-hmm.
And
But normally, I always feel people could find the highlights easily, or at least the shocking moments. I feel like there's always like Reddit have like the clips the next day, or like as they happen. You could see.
I've seen the last. I've seen the last 5. I've seen the overtime of the Iron Man match with MJF and
yeah,
Anderson.
where he hits him with the oxygen tank.
Aye,
that did look like a really sore shot.
Mm.
But that was a good match. It was like the last 10 minutes really sold it. Just the panic and trying to kind of outdo one another. But it was MJF putting Brian through the table. And then it only broke half the table, so he picked him up and done the running pile driver. No, a running tombstone to break the remaining half of the table. And I was like, that's so unnecessary. But it was cool because fucking you don't see that happen often.
No, kind of reminds you when we used to watch. It was fucking. Who was it? It was Omega and Okada. It was like fucking one of their mental matches that they had at Wrestle Kingdom. Remember they put the table on top of him and they like just like done like a double stomp. Like
yes,
it looked so fucking sore.
Yeah, I think Omega done the same thing to Osprey this year, but his feet went through it, and you could just see clearly the wood scraping Osprey's ribs. You're like, oh, why? It was entertaining, but it's like, why do you want to hurt each other so much?
Yeah.
Moving on. Wheeler Yuta versus Shibata. What's it? Katsuyori Shibata. Also, he's famously the dude that fucking caved his own skull in doing headbutts, wasn't he?
Yeah. I thought I recognised that name. And
so,
yeah.
And obviously Wheeler Yuta is like the prodigy from the Blackpool Combat Club. I'm like I am. Once we're finished here, I am going to watch this pay-per-view because it should be done by then. At the time we finish here, but again, it's all these matches are either like some sort of like dream match. So this is stuff you would do when you'd have like the game, like you'd have like the universe mode, and you would download all the creator wrestlers because they aren't in your WWE game, and then you would make your own federation and have up these dream matches.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always feel like they've got to be careful with Shibata because clearly, if the guy caved his skull in, okay, that was definitely maybe about 5 years ago now, but still, you got to have the guy wrapped in bubble wrap. There better not be any headbutts in this match. Like, or they better just not touch the guy's head at all. There might just be a lot of technical mat wrestling.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, like Yuta hasn't like sitting booting him in the head because the guy is obviously like a national treasure in Japan, and it's like one of those stories where this guy should have retired. This guy probably should have been dead. Like when you seen the X-rays of like that dude's skull, it was sickening.
Yeah.
But here he is, fucking wrestling. Where are they actually? It was this not like I feel like It's New Jersey or something that they're in. Super or location. Oh wait, no, it's Los Angeles, California.
Aye, yeah. Because Abraham's there, obviously.
Yes, everyone's going to Hollywood this weekend. Wrong way. This is their trios tag team title belts. So yeah, I'm familiar with Brian Cage.
I was going to say that as Brian Cage at the front, I
Yeah.
think the guy at the back right, I actually thought was Bronson Reed for a second.
He's back. He's back on NXT. No, is it NXT or is he on the main roster now?
It might be the main roster.
Yeah, because he was in Elimination Chamber, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Aye. But yeah, I'm not familiar with Blake Christian. Metalik, is that not a former? Wasn't someone on WWE called Grand Metalik?
Maybe.
Yeah. And AR Fox, obviously, I'm familiar with him from AEW. But there's all these talk that Brian Cage is like a free agent. Like he's went past his contract, but he's doing a favor for the company.
All right.
So I feel in that case they'll most likely hand the belts over to like Fox Christian and Metalik. So, and I don't think it's a case of right. He's a free agent. He does this match tonight, and he shows up on like WWE TV tomorrow. Maybe more likely to show up on Stand and Deliver. Maybe.
Yeah, it would be. It would be NXT anyway. I think.
Just to kind of see how he transitions to how they do things. But there's a lot of people that were guessing it could have been Brian Cage and Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, I think.
Because as far as we know, he doesn't have a match. But they can't just create a match, someone's first match at WrestleMania with no build.
As you know, advertised, as Bobby Lashley no advertised for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal tonight.
That's right. Yeah. Because that's obviously we still have SmackDown tonight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I still think a trick fucking taking that match off the actual card and hitting it on the night before because, again, I thought it was fun watching it live on the show.
Yeah, no, all the times I've seen it, I've always thoroughly enjoyed it.
I remember when we went a few years ago, it was literally the only people who wanted to win was fucking Jinder Mahal, and ended up being Mojo Rawley that won it because fucking Rob fucking got involved.
Yeah, his pal at ringside. What didn't he come across for like 1 year? He done like a bump off. Was he the host of WrestleMania or something?
The host of WrestleMania when there was no fans.
Yes, and he did that jump off of the. Yeah, but it was out overshadowed for the fact that Vince McMahon done the bump behind the scenes to show him.
Yeah,
there's nothing to be scared of. Fucking guy in his 70s throws himself off the stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see Embassy passing this one over. I mean, it's the manager. I think his name is Prince Nana. And I just don't know what gimmick he's going for. If it is a little bit coming to America, but yeah.
Thought it looked a bit like fucking a mixture of Jonathan Coachman and Byron Saxon.
This one just feels like it's got to be Joe. Because, yeah, Mark Briscoe's obviously been on a small winning streak. But not that it's charity, not that like I imagine the bookers are doing him a favor because he's lost his brother.
Yeah.
But the fact I can't see them putting him over Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
unless there's some sort of involvement, like I don't know, Wardlow shows up to fuck with him or something. Like if there's an interference, then it
Yeah,
might swing in Mark Briscoe's favor. But Joe's just a fucking monster. So I could just see it being Joe. Like they'll probably make it a good fight, but fucking Samoa Joe's just is King Kong. You just can't beat him.
yeah,
So imagine it. And the thing is, he's carried this television like world TV championship as if it is like a world title.
mm,
Like that's not like a middle class belt. This is definitely something where he's with is it's that you're gonna have to be a tough son of a bitch to take it from Samoa Joe's hands.
yeah.
Who do you think's got it?
Kind of torn because you kind of think like, is they going to go with the whole feel good moment and gain it to
Yeah,
the Mark, or they're going to, or they're going to keep it on Joe and then maybe can like have the match further on down the field and that.
yeah, because that's it. Like Joe could win, and then sometimes it's always like an opportunity for a new challenger to show up at the end, like a
And then,
someone new they've signed, or just for like a giant like holy shit moment. But
yeah,
yeah, if Mark Briscoe wins, like the place will fucking become unglued. They'll lose their minds. So, but like this is a surprisingly strong card for Ring of Honor,
yeah.
and this match, the goddamn reach for the sky ladder match.
This is for the because I read the retired the old belt design. They've got new
Yeah,
belt design.
aye, and I think they've also said that Claudio's been seen sporting a new Ring of Honor world title.
All right.
There's been some changes to it, so I guess on this pay per view, maybe everyone's coming out with new belts.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking 10, yeah, 10-man ladder match for the tag titles. The fact that it's got the likes of like Lucha Bros, Top Flight, and Aussie Open, like they're going to be all over the place. It's going to be as chaotic as like a TLC.
Yeah.
And whilst yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with the Kingdom because that's Mike Bennett and is it like Matt Taven and Maria?
Yeah. I just realised that was with the hat on.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm familiar with Roosh, but the Draculastical, I'm not familiar with.
I'm assuming Rush is a guy with a
Without the
feather.
mask.
Yeah.
Aye. He's been on AEW for about 6 months, kind of like in parties with like Andrade and so like the Mexican heel faction,
All
more or
right.
less. But I would love it. Oh, Adikin. What team would you think's going to win?
Eh, fuck, I'll go with the Kingdom.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I guess. Well, it is a good bet because that is like a proper Ring of Honor tag team. It's not the fact that these guys are always on like AEW. Like these are some proper. They were in Ring of Honor before. They're in Ring of Honor now. So yeah. I'm torn between Aussie Open and Lucha Bros. Like Lucha Bros is my favorite tag team in that match. Like I just fucking love their stuff. Like that best of 7 series they had as Death Triangle was phenomenal. But I'm really warming up to Aussie Open as well.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm also the only one that I kind of obviously Lucha Brothers out.
yeah, Aussie Open's part of like that United Empire Will Ospreay faction.
All right.
So they're a tag team in it. So I think they're just a pair of Aussies, obviously.
Yeah.
And they're into an open relationship.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
You get me. Top Flight are also fucking phenomenal. Like Dante Martin, like his acrobatic abilities, fucking insane. So that could be like a career highlight for them to win. Put them in a ladder match. It's gold. So, but Lucha Bros, fuck, it's it just I want them to win every match. So. And then main event, I am fucking torn. This is like picking between children here. Like I love like the no nonsense attitude of Eddie Kingston. Like just this angry bastard from the Bronx. And then Claudio. Like you know me, I've always been a fucking huge like Claudio, Cesaro. Like I've always wanted this guy to get over.
Yeah.
And obviously he wasn't able to in WWE, but over here, he was like instantly made the Ring Honor World Champion, and this is he lost it to Chris Jericho, but he won it back, and now obviously him and the Blackpool Combat Club turned heel in like the last few weeks.
Yeah.
So I feel like they might give the belt to Eddie Kingston because he did when he was leaving AEW. He said, "I quit. I am done with AEW." So for him to jump from one brand over to another, I feel like he needs to get rewarded.
Yeah. But then obviously, like surely it's a storyline because I'm assuming the whole him quitting AEW is like.
Oh yeah, I totally. That was.
So you reckon that maybe you'll probably win the title here and then maybe show up at AEW on like Wednesday night. You know.
Maybe. I would think that he might just stay over on Ring of Honor. I've not watched any of the weekly shows that they have because I believe that's all on what's it, like Honor Club, like some sort of subscription service. So I haven't seen any of the build, but I believe all these pay-per-views will be on. It's like Fight TV, something like that. But no, I think it would be a nice change and to kind of give Eddie some recognition. Like, whilst he is one of the more like charismatic wrestlers in the sense, like when he shows up to do something, like usually it captures everyone's attention. So I think it would be pretty cool if he got it. I don't think Claudio would look any weaker losing because they've had Eddie Kingston beat Jay White clean. Like that must have been about February. Yeah, it was like the loser leaves New Japan match, and Eddie just gave him like 5 backhand fists and pinned him. And then obviously Jay White's never been seen since. And it's kind of like obviously everyone's wondering where he's going to show up, and will he show up this weekend?
Yeah.
So, like, do you see? Could you imagine Jay White showing up for WWE?
Well, see, I was watching a few people talking about it, and people reckon he's no that big a star to show up at Mania.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Again, like the NXT crowd are far more clued in to like the internet wrestling community. Like they're the smart marks. Everyone in an NXT crowd, I think, knows about their New Japan wrestlers, know about your AEW wrestlers. So if the former leader of Bullet Club shows up at NXT, like they will get a big reaction.
Yeah.
Whereas compared to WrestleMania, you're going to have families, and one person in that family might be clued in. But so maybe like 1 in 5.
Because it's more reality. It's kind of like kind of the last like 10, 15 years like Mania's kind of like been like tailor made for like casual fans because of the whole like celebrity involvement and all that. Kind of like what used to be back in the early 80s and stuff. You know?
Yeah. So, if anything, to be honest, I don't know where he's going to show up. I do feel it's leaning more towards AEW, but I would like to be surprised and see them go across because I mean it worked for AJ Styles. He became a huge star out of it.
Yeah.
But so that concludes that. So that's the predictions for Ring of Honor. It'll be interesting to kind of see how that goes. I'm so tempted to look on my phone just now to see where it is.
I was actually looking on my phone, but I actually I'm not seeing anything. Like people are getting their predictions and that. This was like an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I'm pretty sure my Reddit will be. Oh yeah, DDT Hollywood was tonight as well. So that's it. Everyone will go to Los Angeles for this weekend.
yeah.
Oh, they've released a video of the WrestleMania Hollywood set reveal.
I've seen that earlier on the day. That's all right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm not
You
seeing
kind of always
anything.
feel bad for the fans that have got the seats behind the staging. Ken.
Yeah, there's nothing worse sitting down to your seat and a pillar in front of you. Like if there's a pillar blocking your view of the ring, it'll be a little bit gutting.
But I remember when we went, also we had that big, massive, fucking long ramp.
Yeah.
And there was seats at the fucking away, so you couldn't even literally. You wouldn't really see it because literally you turn to your side and all you see is the wall where the fucking ramp's at, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure people were getting moved because they couldn't see anything.
Yeah, that's it. I guess because people will complain. People have travelled across the world to then find out they've got a shitty seat. Can he do that?
Yeah.
So let's have a wee look at the card for night one.
Yeah, because I see they released the cards for each night, but they've not released in what order. Obviously, obviously Cody Roman's the main event at night two, but everybody's champion and fucking KO and Sammy versus Usos could be the main event at night one.
Oh yeah, but then obviously a lot of people would want it to be the women's.
Invested in that, this is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. So obviously, I mean, there's a lot of matches, especially goddamn glad it's over 2 nights. So this, I guess, again, is sort of like some sort of maybe it's like a dream match for the wrestlers, like to tag alongside Trish Stratus and Lita, or for what was the Bailey stable, like Damage Control.
Yeah.
Like dream opponents for them. Again, I feel like you've just hit the random button on your WWE universe on the game. Just pick random opponents, and this is who you end up with: a couple legends, a couple new starts, 2 out of the 4 horsewomen. I feel like I would just have to go to the good guys, Becky and Trish and Lita.
Well, see, there's a lot of rumors that they're going to have they're going to be set up an angle between Becky and Trish at SummerSlam. They reckon that Trish is going to turn on Becky, whether that's after the match or during the match.
Yeah, I guess that's interesting. No one would expect that.
So that's the problem with obviously internet nowadays. It ruins fucking everything.
Yeah.
There's already been photos leaked showing Big E in Los Angeles and all that, and it's well.
I mean, of course, obviously he's not going to be wrestling, I'd imagine, but he'll be doing a lot of media stuff. Because I don't think Kofi and Xavier are on the card either.
Because Kofi's they've
Oh, he's
they're NXT because they're fighting fucking what's his name, Wolfgang and Mark Coffey for the NXT.
are they? Jesus, because I remember Kofi getting injured at Royal Rumble, and I think he had to have surgery. But I didn't think he was anywhere near ready to jump back in the ring. But that poor bastard, he's probably never going to do like a Royal Rumble spot again.
He put up the tweet because we rewatched the Rumble with Michelle that noticed that he had actually like injured himself when he landed like on the fucking chair.
Yeah, it was.
And I never even
had a spot planned, and it just went horribly wrong.
And then he put up a tweet the next day saying that that was like the last time like trying it.
Yeah, I think he put up something like R.I.P.
I wonder if like a really bizarre twist of fate is like he's now going to be the person that gets eliminated really, really quickly.
Oh, no, I can't do him dirty like that.
Yeah. But fuck it. I'll go for damage control for this. Just
Sure. Yeah, I think because that's it. You're a bit of a gambling man. Have you put any money on Mania this year?
I've not, because to be fair, if I do, I pick usually like a request a bet market where you pick certain things to happen. Because trying to pick a right winner sometimes I kind of feed you, like you kind of know where they're going to go.
Yeah.
And then, like, for the odds they're giving you for you to win some decent amount of money, you have to bet some decent money. And right now, because we're in the middle of fucking doing this house move,
moving house, exactly.
Like, I probably won't even get to watch the show. Like, I'll probably download the app on my phone on Monday morning, and I'll watch it in the house because I'm along on Monday waiting on my broadband getting installed. So I'll probably just watch it on my phone.
Aye.
So I'll be like fucking deleting all my apps on like Monday morning and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Staying away from spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my new job on Monday. So it's like I'm gonna have to just focus on the job and not either that or Monday morning have a quick scan of the results. But it's no fun that way.
Yeah. Nah.
So let's.
I really do miss the days of being able to sit up and watch it all live.
I know. I was talking to that a bit with a guy at my work, and I'm like, I'm too old now.
I know.
Just the energy is no there.
We used to do like the big four when we used to do Rumble, Mania.
It would always be you party at the flat. Probably would make something. I think I made an atrocious guacamole one year. I rubbed pepper in my eye.
Yeah, you bought avocados that weren't even ready. They were like rock hard. Like they needed another week in the sun.
Aye. And I think that was just for Royal Rumble to see, was it not Alberto Del Rio win the 40-man Royal Rumble?
Might have been.
So I feel like I should have been rubbing more pepper in my eyes for that outcome.
Aye, yeah.
Take it away. So, next up. I think people might want this to main event the first night. But goddamn, I still don't care about Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, I didn't care. I think if anything, I think Judgment Day should have a solid Mania this weekend. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's like this is also the rematch sort of thing for their match they had.
Yeah.
You remember when Charlotte won the Rumble when she challenged?
And she wanted the NXT women's title.
So I reckon it's going to be a whole changeover now.
Yeah, a passing of the guards.
The thing is, there's been I've not really been watching much yet because all I've kind of been invested the last month is the whole Cody Roman and Usos and Sammy and Kevin. That's the only thing I've been invested in the last fucking month.
Yeah, I mean, That's it. I don't watch any of the weekly stuff for WWE anymore. It's the pay-per-views, then clips on YouTube. So, but yeah, I feel like Rhea Ripley has won the Rumble. Like she needs to kind of
Yeah,
complete the mission now and get the belt, because that's it. She lost the first time around.
yeah,
So if they ever want to do the fucking angle of like the rubber match,
aye,
like Ripley needs to win tonight. Well,
yeah,
tomorrow. So, and yeah, as you said, like Judgment Day's red hot now.
yeah. Like, is this even for anything?
No, it is described as a
I recommend
showcase.
a showcase, yeah.
Like, is this just an excuse to fill out the card? Is it like it's WrestleMania? We got to show everyone.
I mean, the thing is, like, if you look at I mean, I'm not really much fan of the Viking Raiders, but I mean, look at fucking Alpha Academy,
Mm-hmm.
Braun Strowman and fucking Ricochet. That's just a really strange pairing.
Yeah,
And then obviously you've got fucking
Street Profits.
Street Profits. Can give them 10 to 15 minutes and it should be all right.
Yeah, give everyone a chance to show you what they've got. Obviously, they've been teasing Otis to join that. What's it? Is it Maximum Male Models?
I've not really been following much of that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like that Zoolander tag team on Raw, and it's Monsoon and some other dude. He was like one of the. God damn it! I've forgotten his name. I think he was like Mace from that bad angle they had. Mine was like Mace T-Bar, and it's the tall black dude.
Yeah. Dominic Dijakovic was one of them, eh?
Yes. And this other dude.
Retribution they were called, eh?
Yes, aye. So I think he was.
Horrible angle.
I reckon he was one of those, but he's one of these male models now, and it's kind of like that tag team that was. Remember Tyler Breeze and Fandango?
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. Yeah, it was like that kind of goofiness, and they've been trying to tease Otis to join them, and it was like almost like a Rikishi moment when he put sunglasses on him.
Oh no!
And they were calling him Otis. So they might see the end of Alpha Academy. So
I reckon Alpha Academy will win, but however, I think this is where Street Profits implode.
Oh yeah, that is a good point because
I reckon it's going to be Angelo Dawkins. It's going to be the one that's going to fucking snap.
Yeah, but do you feel like he's going to be the Jannetty of the group? Because Montez also had a spectacular turnout in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
So it kind of shows, and obviously he's charismatic. So he could probably make it in the singles division, but I just feel like Braun Strowman will pick up Ricochet by the heels and batter the rest of them. Just and then I don't know, just pen Chad.
Yeah, can you wonder if like Braun Strowman's happy with where he is on the card?
I know.
After coming back and after fucking
control your narrative.
Yeah. You know?
His own Raw Underground Federation.
Yeah, with EC3, yeah. That's it, wasn't it?
I ain't carrying Cross. I don't think he's even working this year.
What's happening with Bray Wyatt as well? Like, Bray Wyatt has been a fucking disaster.
It is. It's so fucking sad. Like, honestly.
The thing is, you look at if you look at all your Bray Wyatt's matches at Mania, he's not won a match yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's not had a lot of matches, but he's not won a single one yet.
Yeah, because were you there the year where it was like the projected slugs
Yeah,
and bugs in the ring with
yeah,
Randy Orton?
Orton. Yes, that was fucking horrendous.
How did that look from the crowd's perspective?
Eh,
Like, could you clearly tell like they're projecting maggots in the ring?
the slightly, obviously when you looked at the fucking monitors above us, you could obviously it's the broadcast, obviously. But from where we were sitting, like you could kind of sort of see,
Right.
I mean, hang on, when I fucking totally missed Jericho's big massive list when he came out. I remember I said I didn't even notice that until I watched the show back.
Mm-hmm.
And from where we were sitting, it was on our fucking side.
Yeah.
So,
because that it was just, I don't know. I feel like when it's like they pitch the idea and it's like, do you really think it's gonna work?
yeah.
And then like Randy Orton, we need you to react to the projected image, like consistently. Okay, you can be scared for the first time, but you need to be scared for the whole match because it kept changing to different things, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's your ends winning this one then?
I feel like it's Braun and Ricochet. Just for one.
Like, do the team go? Are they going to get a future tag title match down the line?
I think this is the only reason why.
Because the women's one as well, like
yes.
on night 2 or something. So
it's a strange one, but yes, I think the women's one is like the Sunday matchup.
Yeah,
this should be interesting though.
Yeah,
this is like, I feel like as soon as they've introduced him, oh my god, I thought you fell at your seat there.
No,
like just all of a sudden.
No, I caught the laptop.
Okay, it's like, Jesus Christ, my fucking heart is like, it's like the computer chair breaking all over again.
I'm sitting on the couch and falling off that.
So yes, it's amazing what they've managed to do with Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah,
a year ago, he was like just when it was him and Ray as like a pair of baby faces.
Yeah, it was insufferable.
Aye,
everybody wanted Dominic to turn them, and you knew it was going to happen.
Aye,
and
they've done it so well.
They built it and they built it and they built it.
Mm-hmm. And just for him to kind of be this prick now, this like little weasel. The fact, what do they refer to him as? He's like a con, like also there's a joke of the con dom.
Like jailhouse dom.
Yeah, exactly. Comes out with the single tear tattoo on his cheek after spending an hour in jail. And it's like, it's great. It's good that his character's not being taken so seriously.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's part of Judgment Day, because that was at Clash of the Castle. So
on edge,
yeah. So it's like from that day, like till now, he's kind of transformed. Like with him, Rhea Ripley. There's I saw a photo today that him and Rhea crashed something like a WWE showcase or like the Superstore. I think it's like one of the fan events, and they showed up in a lowrider to cause trouble. So, and that's it. Like the fact that he's fucking turning the screws, said, "Oh, maybe Eddie was my dad." Like just kind of playing the mind games.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I feel like this is it's going to be a good old fashioned dad whipping his son match.
Yeah, there's no belts or backers involved in this one.
I could see Ray just fucking grabbing a belt off of Roman and just to lamp his son with it, or fucking getting the weight belt off of Cody.
I mean, things like obviously they're inducting reign at the Hall of Fame the night. He's
Well,
and he's
you think it's going to be like a gimmick? Like, I think something's going to happen on the induction. Will Dominic, or is it just going to be? It's all just like there's no going to be any characters involved. It's just going to be traditional Hall of Fame, or is Dominic going to be there just to fuck with him once more?
And that would be interesting if it done that.
Mm-hmm.
That's also never really been done before.
Yeah, that's it. They just, I don't know if it's just like Ray's about to start his speech and there's a monitor behind him and fucking Dominic.
Yeah. Like everybody's saying that like WWE missed a trick this year in having Batista in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Because remember he was going to be in the Hall of Fame the year there was no fans, but then they cancelled it because there was no fans.
Aye.
And like it would have been perfect because obviously
it's Hollywood. He's a Hollywood actor.
Obviously, fucking Guardians of the Galaxy is like a month away.
Exactly. He's a bona fide like actor now who's worked with like great actors, great directors, and the fact that you're in Hollywood.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time to introduce like fucking Big Dave. But yeah, who do you think's going to win the match?
I mean, the thing is, like, because Ray's getting inducted, he's not retiring because he's not saying he's retiring. So
no,
and I really do. I mean, I don't really do what I say Dominic, but I think Ray might be the wee cheeky fucking roll up, like desperation.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I want like Dominic to win it, even. But I reckon this is a start. I reckon it's going to keep going.
Yeah, because I don't think Damian Priest has a match.
Nah, yeah.
So I think if he's just going to come out
as just about him for this weekend.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if he's just going to be at ringside. Like when it comes to like the Finn Balor match, if he's going to have to come out with like the bolt cutters and help interfere at some point, but. Then we've got Seth Rollins and Logan Paul.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Logan Paul, but he has been he's been so entertaining. He's been surprising with what he could actually do in the ring.
His athleticism is good. It's not just kind of like I feel like WWE's done well in recent years of picking celebrities to bring in because like Logan Paul, Bad Bunny, like they've managed to pull off exciting matches. Like Bad Bunny did like a Canadian Destroyer, didn't he?
Aye, yeah.
So and Logan Paul for the like his match against Roman was outstanding.
It was decent.
So, but
I think it'll be Rollins,
Yeah, I want it to be Rollins too. Sometimes I feel like it's just because of like the attraction of Logan Paul, like his social media reach. Like they might give him because he wasn't on last year's WrestleMania. It was SummerSlam he debuted.
I thought it was last year. Was it no him and the Miz last year?
Oh, you're right. Aye, they were a tag team.
Yeah.
Against the Mysterios.
Yeah.
And then Miz turned on him, which led to their SummerSlam match.
Yeah.
And that's I've not like speaking of the SummerSlam match, like Tommaso Ciampa was there. I've not seen him in ages.
Yeah.
So
I did actually.
Yeah. And especially with like Johnny Gargano being back as well.
He's on NXT tonight. Well, yeah. Sorry, tomorrow NXT. He's fighting Grayson Waller.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like Seth Rollins to win this one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if anything, like Seth Rollins should like just cause the ultimate shithouse today and come out dressed like a bottle of fucking Prime.
yeah, fucking definitely just the fucking take the piss.
Yeah.
And the thing is his outfits, his ring gear's been getting that much, and then it's like he's at times I feel like he's fucking channeling Joaquin Phoenix and the Joker. Like, okay, it makes too much sense now with that WrestleMania teaser where he
Yeah.
was parodying the Joker, but fucking Becky trying to be Batman was tough. But
weird.
this is supposed to be our opening match, I believe.
Yeah, I seen. Yeah, did WWE no tweet that a week ago or so? So this is going to be the opening match.
Yeah, and I imagine it'll be a fairly good match, but look, John Cena's not going to do a title run at this point in his career.
Well,
Clearly, he's just here for the statistics of, remember, he spoke about, I need to wrestle at least once every year.
yeah, well, supposedly, if he wins the US title, he will now tie Ric Flair's record of holding the US title a certain amount of times.
Ah.
But a lot of people are speculating as well. A lot of rumours is that if Cena wins, he will drop it the next night against like Bronson Reed, fucking I don't know, whoever comes there for like NXT the next night or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess so, because that's you can't really stick around, surely.
But the thing is, like, Cena's been decent the last couple of years. I mean, he's no shy of like putting in a younger talent, so
yeah.
You know.
No, definitely, because they've got that, and then you've obviously he's got his own films to kind of promote, isn't it? Like the Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
He's still part of that, isn't he?
Yes, he is. You could download and play as him in the new PGA Tour 2K23 game as well. You can play golf with John Cena, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Don't know.
I feel like every time you take a swing, it would just be overpowered and you'd be fucked.
I mean, like, at least Austin Theory's match this year is better than what his match was last year against fucking Pat McAfee.
Now, I feel like the first half was fine. Like the Pat versus Austin match, fair enough, was decent. It was when Vince McMahon like injected himself into the match and just fucking ring the bell. Oh shit, I can't take a stunner to save myself.
Yeah.
The way he reacted to that stunner, like Vince McMahon's no stranger to taking a stunner. But when Austin hit him, it was almost like a fucking Freaky Friday moment where they've just changed fucking bodies and Vince McMahon's throwing himself around, giving Mick Foley a fucking like that video reaction to Mick Foley watching Mania, crying in his house. Like his son filmed him and he just like absolute fucking crying in his fucking like Cactus Jack jammies, just fucking hee-hawing. But it definitely kind of just took the air out of like Pat's fucking WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
And I just remember back to Cole and commentary. He fucking loves a bit of Pat McAfee. So they was just fucking cheering on his best pal. So fucking much.
Although I really hope, going back to like whole like Cole and commentary, like remember when?
No, he's not bringing back the coal mine.
Remember when Dominic turned up at the Rumble wearing Mysterio's mask, and he like almost called him a wee shit. And like Pat McAfee was going him on. I really hope that like fucking something happens this weekend and you hear Michael Cole actually like go full out.
Aye, beat the shit out of him, Ray.
Like to the levels of like JR when he used to call everybody a bastard and all that.
Yeah, aye. I'll pay the fine. Fuck him.
Cena doesn't need the title. I reckon Austin Theory retains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of feel that as well.
He needs a victory, Mayor.
Exactly. I feel like it's got to be just the typical, like he catches him off guard, or he gets his feet on the ropes, and just like, I caught you. And yeah, but I feel like his character's improving.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like Cena likes to kind of test him, like when it comes to like the promos.
Why did they decide to get rid of the whole? Remember when they just gave him that name Theory?
Ah, that was fucking atrocious.
Why they fucking moved on to that? Because that was shite.
Yeah. And of course, it should be a spectacular match.
Yeah, this should be the main event. Easy.
Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Match presented by TurboTax.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that.
I guess it's better than being sponsored by Mountain Dew. Fucking turn out the lights or something.
Yeah, light suit match. Yeah.
Oh, this will be fucking amazing. Like the crowds.
Give them between 20 minutes and half an hour at the end.
Yeah.
Of the show and that. Yeah.
Oh, like there'll be so many close finishes.
Aye.
But God, it's got to go in favor of Owens and Zayn.
Yeah, and it has to be Sami has to be the one that does the pin.
But pin and J.
Aye, yeah,
because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt them that much more.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have the same effect if it was Jimmy.
Yeah,
but I mean, it is. It's been a spectacular. God, has it been like 10 months of storytelling? Because this time last year, Sami Zayn was getting pinned by a giant mousetrap.
Yeah, it pretty much happened like the week after Mania or something that they've done with the start of this whole storyline.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, it shows you like long-term booking pays off if you do it right.
Oh, definitely. And that's it. Like, Sammy's like one of those talents where everything will work. Like, whatever situation you put him in, like, he will make fucking, chicken salad out of chicken shit. Like, it's right, you're doing a celebrity match with Johnny Knoxville and the Jackass Gang. And they start feuding over fucking social media.
I just rolled my eyes when they announced that match, and I ended up fucking laughing my ass off watching it.
It was fucking great. Like the fact that they had that the giant hands, where he ran around and got fucking slaps. It was just brilliant. Like all the guys running out, and it was fucking Wee Man getting like the Andre the Giant slam.
Yeah.
But no, he is at like main event level, and it's like one of these guys we've known him to be this great talent. Like when coming into WWE, like the NXT feud between him and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
When it first started, because Sammy won the title first, and then Kevin just fucking
turned on him.
And destroyed him. Like that fucking powerbomb on the apron always looks like the worst fucking move ever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Even when they retreaded that fucking feud when Beckham were in the main roster, it was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had Owens won the first match, and then fucking Sammy won the second match.
Yeah.
Can't remember if they'd done a rubber match or no. But I just remember the two of them were in the Money in the Bank match. And fucking Sammy done the blue thunderbomb to Kevin on the ladder, and he's like, the ladder didn't even bend. It just fucking, it looked like it actually impaled his back.
Yeah. It was just, it was just something else. But
and the thing is, you know that if this match isn't going to be, you know if this match is going to be midway through the night, And then it comes to the women's match being the main event. You know they're just going to fucking like nobody's going to care about the women's match at the end of the night. Again, this has to be the main event of the night one.
Yeah, totally. And I feel like they should notice that themselves.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, surely you trust like Triple H's process. You know.
yeah, and that's it.
The thing is, like, I've seen somebody today saying, "Oh, guaranteed that if Vince was still here, they would have had this match and they would have ended the match with the Usos winning because Kevin would turn on Sammy."
I mean, really, do you want that? Yes.
But that's probably something that Vince would go a day for, you know what Vince is like.
Yeah, and I mean, why are they letting him back in?
I've seen that he's now executive.
They're saying that he's kind of there every week now. Maybe just because it's the build up to WrestleMania, but he's getting too close again. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So, I think that's it. Like, yeah, I cannot wait to watch this match.
Yeah.
It should be outstanding. Even if it's mediocre, it will still be fucking amazing compared to what else is going to be happening, even though there's still quite a lot of fucking great matches on there.
Yeah.
Let's have a wee look at night number 2.
I'll need to send you a photo of the new cat bed that Michelle bought for Silver.
Uh-oh.
A fluffy donut tie-dye flavor. And he is actually sparkled in it, like out cold on it.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
He's in love.
Aye.
I'm going to take this time to open my second beer. Going for another. I can't see myself. Another fierce, their late shift New England IPA. So just looks fucking thick as custard.
Oh, that does not sound healthy.
Wow, it smells. It's. I could actually block out the sun with this glass.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah.
It's almost as
coffee.
It's almost got like a dankness to it. It's strange. I think it's maybe not their best one, but a free beer's a free beer, so I'll give that a minute. So Bianca Belair has held this title since last year. Did she win it at the last Mania?
Yeah, she did.
So,
she did.
I've got a soft spot for Asuka, so I would love for her to win WrestleMania. And the fact that she's now got this creepy clown gimmick.
I don't know. I reckon they'll keep it on Bianca a wee bit longer.
Aye.
I mean, maybe they'll have Asuka like turn heel at the end of it, and then maybe
I think Asuka's pretty much heel already. I think ever since she's kind of shown up with that face paint, so I assume since Royal Rumble, she's kind of had this more evil, sinister persona. So I would like Asuka to win, but I reckon obviously they love Bianca, and it's kind of just reinforces like that image of just, I don't know, a strong women's champion.
Yeah.
So next. Oh.
Yeah. So very different. Very different. Now, I'm trying to think.
I feel like it's got to be Brock. I feel like almost hasn't he putting in. Okay, he's been there for a couple years now,
Yeah,
but I feel like he's still his skill level. I feel is still really not minimal, but
yeah,
it's just the plight of big guys in wrestling. Like obviously they bring in these giants, but then realize they've got this horrible mobility.
yeah. I mean, like Broxel was a hard one to like predict because like there's a lot of rumours that he's nearing the end. Like he doesn't want to like renew his contract and all that. So I'm wondering if maybe this is him coming in, paying his dues. He'll day one for Omos. He'll put Omos over,
Mm-hmm.
and then that'll be it. It'll be like I reckon like obviously it's not going to be a fucking 5-star match. It's
Yeah.
it will be interesting to see if he can F5 Omos because obviously
Oh yeah.
height,
True.
but I don't know. And I mean the thing is like I kind of enjoyed the whole back and forth between Brock and fucking MVP.
Mm-hmm.
That's been pretty decent.
Yeah, and that's it. Brock's been getting better as the years gone on. Like he doesn't need like a mouthpiece anymore. Like
Yeah,
he can do his own promos,
yeah,
and sometimes working as a crazy redneck is enough.
yeah.
So
That's weird because like obviously like Brock's normally like you always think he's in like a marquee match.
yes,
You know, I'm trying to think the last time he's had. Um, I really can't remember the last time he's had a fucking like a really under. Oh, actually, nah. The match that I was really underwhelmed with was when he had the match against Dean Ambrose. I mean, the build for it was fucking brilliant, and then it was just dire, utter dire. I mean, he had the match with Goldberg on the viewer. It was pretty decent. His ones with Roman have kind of been hit and miss.
yeah.
And,
Will he be coming out with a trailer this time? Coming out with a big old tractor to fucking flip the ring over.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do with it this time.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon Omos is going to win it.
Yeah, I think it's going to stick with Brock. But it's going to be an interesting match. Like I will definitely kind of set up and take notice just to see what can they actually do with this.
Yeah. Because was it not? Because the thing is like they were building it up to be fucking Brock versus Bobby Lashley. You know,
Yeah, aye.
like that whole DQ finish at fucking Elimination Chamber is it amounted to nothing.
Yeah, and that's. I feel like Bobby deserves better.
Yeah.
Like it kind of needs like a big Mania match.
I would rather watch Brock versus fucking Lashley again rather than Brock versus Omos.
Yeah,
You
and I
know?
mean that's it. There was almost the. Wasn't there supposed to be like right? Bray Wyatt was going to face the winner.
It's going to be Brave versus the winner. Well,
Yeah.
obviously Lashley won it because obviously Brock got DQ'd, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Like I would just love to see Brock end up in the Firefly Funhouse, just to kind of see what the fuck. Am I gonna have to batter fuck at these puppets? Like it's the fact that we won't see. I don't know. It's like all this shit with Bray Wyatt, like all this Uncle Howdy nonsense,
Yeah,
and the Wyatt Six, like he's had all these grand plans, and none of it
yeah,
has come to fruition.
mm,
So I get like it's frustrating for us, the viewer. Imagine, well, him.
yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he has kicked his toys at the pram and went home.
Yeah.
But this
This
should
I
be
reckon
interesting.
this will be the match of the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you're looking for some chops in a wrestling match, look no further, because here are some big meaty men slapping fuck out each other.
Would you reckon 25 minute limit?
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth, and it's strange to say, but I know Gunter's this fucking great presence, where he is just this undefeated dude, but I really want Sheamus to win.
Aye, because that's the only belt he needs, eh?
Yeah, I love like there's that completionist side of me as well, where I love to see kind of people tick all the boxes, like the career goals,
Yeah.
the Grand Slam champions, and all this.
Yeah, this is the only belt he needs for it, eh?
So, like, Drew's almost unnecessary in this.
Yeah.
But it still makes it for a more compelling match.
And because obviously we've seen Walter versus Sheamus. Sorry, Gunter versus Sheamus.
Yes. I know that's right. So
a few times that I think adding Drew into the mix will probably add a wee bit more of dynamic.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, you could have Sheamus pinning Drew just to kind of keep Gunter strong, like in the sense that I didn't lose my title. Like he fucking pinned him when I was outside, and saying it can't lead to bad blood between them two because fucking Drew and Sheamus feud every fucking 3 years.
Aye.
So
I was reading though, right, this whole the whole Brawling Brutes thing.
Yeah.
I was reading that they were looking at ditching the whole Pete Dunne fucking, what's his character called?
Butch,
aye, and they were going to be bringing back Pete Dunne.
Aye. I miss Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like Butch was such a fucking...
generic fucking... Yeah.
Yeah. Like, really? Like, how long did it take you? Did someone get paid to pick that name?
But then remember what they done with fucking... What did they call... What was Chad Gable's fucking name?
Shorty G.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Saying that, speaking of, like, obviously, Shorty G and fucking hell, I forgot Baron Corbin. Where's he this year?
Yeah.
I mean, someone's got to hold up catering, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch his like videos he puts up on like Twitter and that, I mean, he can cook a mean steak on his barbecue and he says.
So I think he's watching it for home this year then.
Probably.
So.
Probably.
I wonder. Okay, like only wrestlers will really know this, but there's always that joke about fucking people being stuck in catering. Like, yes, the show's going on. You're not booked, so you may as well sit and eat the free food backstage. I wonder, obviously, WrestleMania goes to Hollywood, the biggest show of the year. Would that have the best catering of the year?
Oh.
Like, do they go to the fucking next level and there's fucking food trucks like out the back of the arena?
Like, do you reckon like the month leading up to it, like Trip fucking sends an email to every person that works for the company? Right, we need you like you pick something that you want to eat on the night of Mania, and we want this to be like at like the buffet table. You know what I mean?
Some fuck would think that sounds like a last meal. Am I getting released afterwards?
Yeah. Fucking flashbacks to fucking Dom being in jail.
Is it no Corbin, order whatever you want. But yeah, I just had that thought. I bet the fucking catering will have to really go all out. It's WrestleMania. You've got to have an ice sculpture in the shape of You don't want Vince.
Yeah, you kind of wonder, like, what time did the talent go to bed at? Because the time the show was finished.
Mm-hmm. Well, supposedly there's always like the famous WrestleMania after party that I think, like Vince, I think was always a big part of. Which,
I don't think he's doing that now though.
if they are, they'll all probably have to sign like NDAs to get in.
Aye, yeah.
And they'll be like, just a lot of women going, I'll no bother. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna go. Unless they want $1 million payday. Next up, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Good God Almighty.
Now, the interesting thing, have you seen the video that they have ditched the red cell?
Oh, the lighting.
No, remember it was actually red.
Yes.
And they have ditched it and they went back with the traditional stainless steel silver looking one.
Aye. I guess that makes sense. I'd seen that some people were worried in case we were going to have it like the red lights. Remember when there was like the Fiend and Seth Rollins, and they turned the lights out and they just shone a red torch.
Yeah.
And it just
almost as bad as, remember the electrified steel cage match in TNA when Vince Russo was one of the writers, and whenever it was the Dudley boys, the Dudleys and fucking, was it Beer Money? Like,
I think so. Yeah, and every time they touched the side, they just played a sound effect, and then had smoke come out under the ring.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yes.
Fucking Vince Russo,
So, a lot of people are expecting Edge to come out in full Brood.
Yeah.
Entrance.
I've heard a lot of rumours that Gangrel will be there. Apparently, potentially there's slightest chance that you might actually get Christian.
I've heard that Christian's sort of been given the okay for a one night.
Yeah.
Because that's it. I think down to like Cody Rhodes. Tony Khan is a big wrestling fan himself. So the fact that he would want to see that for himself as well.
And obviously it's not just Finn Balor, it's Demon Finn Balor, because they confirmed that.
Yes. We've not seen that for a while.
And the last time we've seen Demon Balor was when he was against Roman and fucking
Extreme Rules in the rope.
Yeah. And like they've done the whole resuscitation thing with him on the mat.
Oh yeah. Aye.
Yeah, the less said about that the better.
Yeah. This should be a fucking great match.
Yeah. Yeah. This is where apparently Damien Priest is going to be involved, sort of there.
Aye, I can see that. You think it's going to be contained in the cage, or do you think they're going to get out?
Nah, they'll get out.
They'll not be daft enough to go up.
I don't know.
Well, okay, they'll probably fight on the top, but they'll not be daft enough for someone to be thrown off of it.
Yeah. But so I reckon that Balor wins this.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like this feud between Edge and the Judgment Day has went on for a while.
Like, almost been year because they kind of started the whole. Judgment Day thing last year. Remember when? Because it was Edge versus AJ Styles, and then remember Damien Priest showed up, interfered, and then also Edge got injured, and that's when they had the whole Finn Balor came along and like took over.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I Finn wins it, and then after it's done.
I hope so. I have a feeling that Edge might, but I feel like it has to be. You're right in the sense that I feel like it's time to kind of, I'm going to say, put over the younger talent, but Finn's been there for a good few years now as well.
I mean, Finn's not a young talent either. He's like fucking 40, so.
So Edge just need to find someone else to fight. Like if this is his like retirement tour, he's getting far too focused on Judgment Day. There's
Yeah.
so many other people he could be having really excellent matches with.
Yeah.
So, but still, it's so fucking cool that there's a Hell in a Cell
Yeah.
like happening, because I think that pay-per-view has stopped, hasn't it? Like that's been out of circulation for like a year or so now.
Maybe.
Oh well, no, the last one would have been Cody Rhodes with the torn pec.
Yeah.
So, but
Kind of plan going forward.
yeah,
That's going to be out of circulation.
aye, and again, like another talent showcase.
This is the match that you want to be stuck in catering for.
There's you're gonna get this, but this is gonna be a really strange thing. I looked at this image that I saved off of WWE.com, and yeah, you've got Ronda and Shayna, you've got Sonya and Chelsea and Natalia and Shotzi, you've got Liv, and this person's like, who's this person? And also, I looked and there's Raquel Rodriguez, but I looked at this face and I was like, is that Corey Feldman? There's this. Like, he just looks like some cheeky cunt for the Burbs. That might just be me, but there's just something a bit like that wee face.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Raquel Rodriguez from when, maybe just because she's quite a tall woman, yet in this picture she looks smaller than everyone else.
Yeah.
But there's just something about that face. It's like, Christ, that looks like Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
Ank
will be Ronda and Shayna.
Yeah, they're clearly the most intimidating and like legit athletes. I remember Ronda.
One match that I will not be watching.
Ronda was kind of teeing off like on, I don't know, social media, complaining about just saying what, like, it's appalling that the lack of effort that's been put into like the women's division, the fact that there's been hardly any build for these matches and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that they're all obviously too focused on the likes of like Cody and Roman and the fact that they're all now like an afterthought. But I hear that obviously Chelsea Green's getting success of just being like the wrestling equivalent of a Karen.
I've not really seen much yet.
Nah. From what I see, I think she shows up each week and goes to Adam Pearce to complain. And he just kind of like dismisses her. Or
is Zack Ryder still under contract with whatever company he's with?
I think he's just this free agent, like just traveling the indies.
Because there's a lot of rumors. I heard a rumor that if Cena did win the title, he would issue an open challenge on Monday night, and on Monday night it would be Zack Ryder that would fucking challenge him.
I mean,
I think if they dropped the Zack Ryder thing and went with fucking Matt Cardano,
I
reckon that would be a lot more interesting.
Yeah, because that's it. He too has also become a belt collector. I think there's
was it the GCW title?
Something like that. Because when that first year he left, he was doing the death matches with Nick Gage. But no, I think he's going around with the gimmick, calling himself the Indie God, and he comes out partially dressed as like Indiana Jones. He's got the hat and the whip, the jacket, and a whole load of fucking title belts.
Brilliant.
I think he was also teasing a neck tattoo, much like Cody Rhodes.
Oh no.
So, But speaking of Cody Rhodes,
Yeah.
he's been back for a year.
This is also been sponsored by TurboTax.
Jesus Christ. I guess it's I guess Snickers isn't good enough. Like I think every other match has got Snickers on it, but
Yeah.
fucking TurboTax.
Yeah.
What happened to Cricket Wireless?
I know.
But yeah, it is like Roman's had this belt for over like 900 days.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
the one thing I am looking forward to is just hearing how loud the crowd goes when fucking Cody's music plays at the start.
mhm.
Because every week when they've been showing, there's been video clips every week of like Cody and every match.
Like the whoa.
It's gradually getting louder as
Aye.
every week's going on. Like, yeah.
But
So,
I mean, this is like a dream return for Cody.
yeah,
Like for the fact that okay, they fucked him over. He was Stardust. He left, made a name on the Indies. Like helped founded AEW. He was an integral part of it. But
yeah,
like that last 6 months, like
yeah,
they hated him. Absolute. Like he just booed. He could not do a thing right.
yeah,
And the fact that he's like, fuck it, I'm out. And he goes to WWE and he's fucking welcomed with open arms. Like,
yeah,
you are now instant main event.
yeah,
Like you and that title, like it's happening.
yeah,
And yeah, the whole injury, but it was like, when is he gonna be? When, like, when can we expect him back? Royal Rumble, like the fucking story writes itself.
yeah,
So it is, and again, like we're saying, the story writes itself. It sounds like something out of Hollywood. Like, oh, it's
yeah,
there's there's something wrong with the world if Roman wins. But I feel like I've been saying that for months when it was like Clash at the Castle. That there's something wrong if fucking Roman wins and then
yeah,
some cunt I've never heard of fucking shows up in it interferes
yeah.
and
I
but
mean,
this is it now.
I'm slightly torn because a lot of people think, a lot of people seem to think that they want like WWE want Roman to hold the title for 1,000 days,
Yeah.
and but I think the right option today is to have him drop the titles on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Like fucking this dude will also be like overdue a long break. Like he
oh,
won that.
there's a lot of rumours that he's going to be taking an extended break after Sunday night. So whether that's a lot of just bullshit or whatever, because that sort of shit happens. But I mean, in the fact that he's been fair enough, he's not been as active as what has been the last year, because the last year he's only really been what the last 12 months has only really been like in like what eight matches maybe like that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But
Aye. And I mean that's it. It's the fact that he's come this far. Like he could easily disappear off of television and then you won't see him again and still you'll fucking shock the world when he returns at SummerSlam.
yeah.
So but yeah, it's a change it needs. Like it's not gotten stale.
And I mean to be fair as well, like when Cody won the Rumble and everybody was still kinda like, oh, it should have been Sammy and all that.
Mm.
Like the promos that they've been having every single fucking week has been really good.
Yeah.
You know? Like the fact that, like they bring up like fucking like the first week, like the night after the Rumble, like fucking Cody talks to Paul Heyman about when Paul Heyman had ECW and they brought in Dusty Rose for a favour and all that. And then obviously Heyman talked about how he would have preferred it if Roman was his son and all that. Like that's fucking that's good shit there.
Aye.
You know?
Yeah, it's definitely like I'm looking forward to the promo package, like where they sum up the whole story prior to the match.
Yeah.
Like that's
The thing is, there's no been any physical altercation between either one of them.
Yeah. There's no been a contract signing where one cunt's been slammed through the table and
they've
just saved it. It's been saved for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Sorry, the premium live event. But no, it's.
And I mean, the thing is that surely like the crowd reaction to him winning should be good.
I know it's like for people's speakers are going to get blown out. There's got to be people cheering in the crowd with their eardrums bleeding.
Yeah.
So.
And then thing as well, look at what we could get with Cody being champion, what sort of matches we could get. And I reckon Cody and fucking Gunther for the title would be money.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a great first opponent. Like, especially if Gunther's
loses
his Intercontinental title. Like, what's the next thing he's gonna do now?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like, go for the belt, go for the world title, and then Cody likes the abuse. Like that Royal Rumble match. Like, it wasn't his fucking forehead. No, that was last year's WrestleMania. Like, his forehead was scraped off Seth's boots, and like he looked like a fucking state at the end of the match. So Cody kind of likes the punishment, I believe, and then so he'll happily accept several chops for Gunther.
Yeah, I mean, further down the line, fucking Cody versus Sammy could be a banger.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know that with Cody being champion, you're going to eventually get Cody versus fucking Rollins.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they need to pick their time with that, because that was like 3 months straight of
pay-per-views, which is back to back.
And Cody won them all.
Aye.
So, but yeah, it's all these possibilities we've not thought of yet. Of like, Christ, who could Cody fight? Like, obviously he's fucking laser focused on Roman, and it has to go that way. It'd be crazy if it doesn't. But so that's it. I imagine the bookies' odds for Cody must be.
Well, actually, now that we're here, I'll actually want to have a look.
Surely you'll make fucking pennies trying to bet on Cody.
Yeah, probably would. Yeah. But the thing is, like, Roman was always heavy booting, like heavy odds favourite. There you go. Yeah, so there you go. To make £1, you need to put £3 on Cody.
Right.
Put £4 on Roman, you get 9, so you get 2.5 to 1 on that. Let's see. Charlotte, Rhea Ripley's like that. Heavy favorite. She's 1 to 6. Sammy and Kevin are 1 to 10. Brock's 1 to 7, by the way. I'm fancying almost at 4 to 1, like.
Yeah.
Austin
I don't know, maybe
Austin Theory's a heavy favourite. Edge is evens, which is good money as well. Let's see. Sheamus is fucking aye. Let's see. Request a bet. Right, here we go.
It's Sheamus going home with that belt.
So,
because that's it. It'll be a big fucking surprise if Drew ends up with it. I don't think anyone's expecting Drew to end up with the belt.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's not happening. No. Yeah, I'll need to look through some of these anyway. But
Yeah.
I'm decent. Yeah, I'll get a look. It's funny because normally you have like they have request bets and then they have like appearance request bets. And like, people show a lot of rumors are that LA Knight's going to be involved in a segment with fucking Stone Cold.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, because I mean, Stone Cold's match last year was brilliant. Like that was like surprisingly good.
Yeah. I feel like LA Knight is slightly wasted the fact that he's not actually.
Yes.
I mean, he's had like what 2 matches. He's lost to Cody, and he lost to fucking Bray Wyatt.
Aye.
And that was it. So, what else could we see? I mean, Randy Orton could show up. Matt Riddle could show up.
Oh yeah, like the amount of people that's been missing.
Yeah,
has been crazy. What's
I generally don't think we're going to get The Rock.
No.
The only way we're going to get The Rock is if Roman wins. If Roman wins, I think we'll get The Rock. Okay.
Let's see. I'm having a look at what we could actually expect tonight. So Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns engage in a final face-to-face.
Yeah.
As you said, the big old Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Oh, I don't understand that at all.
Was it Jey Uso that won it last year? No, Madcap Moss.
Oh, yeah.
He's not even on. Like, will he even be in that match this year?
Yeah, probably not.
Drew and Sheamus to weirdly take on Imperium. Warily. It's a strange one. And Fatal 4-Way with Corey Feldman. And
yeah.
That seems to be it.
Yeah.
So, well, fuck, all we need to do now is just have to wait for these shows to happen.
Yeah.
Are you placing a bet right now?
No, I'm just looking to see if there's any results on Ring of Honor. It's on live the now. I don't think it is. I don't know live the now. It's on tonight.
It seems to be like 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. Ring of Honor 0 hour.
Yeah, it says here 31st, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is like midnight our time.
Yeah, I was on their website earlier and it had like a 5 hours left on a countdown clock, and that was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They gave me the impression that it was going to be on at 7.
So you'll be watching it with your breakfast tomorrow then.
Hi. So, but yeah, a fucking amazing weekend of wrestling coming up, and yeah, I'm still like a good week behind on AEW that I need to catch up. So I guess I'll just have to watch Dynamite tonight instead.
Yeah. I'll probably watch the stuff I want to watch on Monday.
Yeah. Are you going to ignore results? Go in blind?
For the Sunday night, I will. For tomorrow night, I'll check the results, obviously.
Yeah.
It was a bit annoying on Sky Bet now, though. You could only bet on, like, when you're picking, you can only bet like 3 matches at a time. You can't bet any more than 3.
Huh.
It's annoying because I was looking to be getting some taste odds of having Sheamus to win, Omos to win.
Back in almost.
Yeah,
That's the wild card there.
man. You know me, I like a wild card. And
You black dudes.
when it happens on Sunday, my bet comes in and I'm rolling in it, you know.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. Always bet on black, as Mike says.
For fuck's sake.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, for the
Yeah.
6 of you that tuned in, enjoy the wrestling this weekend. It has been me, Stu, and Pointing the Wrong Way.
Yeah.
Magic Mike Christie. Take it easy. Enjoy the wrestling. And yeah, end the broadcast.
Yeah.